up to the next page. Okay, back side is great. I prefer you to use every side. Okay? And in your notebook, I want you to write down these 4 words. Okay? Yep. Well, your picture doesn't have to be like mine, then. We're going to talk about that. Okay, so reflectivity, magnetism, flexibility, and conductivity. So go ahead and write this down. No, you don't have to draw those pictures.
I draw it.
Okay. All right. Now, for a piece of candy, who can tell me what reflectivity means? What does reflectivity mean? Luke.
It's how you shine a light on a mirror so that it'll bounce back.
That is a perfect definition. Very good. Okay. Good job. So, for your picture, you can do like I have here. This is like a little lake with a tree, and the tree's shining down in the lake, so you're scrouching back. Yes, you do. Or, at the time I did, because I'm going to give you an option to draw my picture or come up with your own. Or you can draw something like a mirror with the light bouncing back. It doesn't have to be a difficult picture. I'm trying to make it easy on you. You don't have to write a long definition. Okay? Now, for a piece of candy, what does magnetism mean? Gentry.
It means, like, there's molecules that are sealed or something, and you use a magnet.
Okay, don't use the word magnet to tell me what it means, though. You're on the right track.
It means you can use 2 different things.
Uh-huh.
Say magnetism, molecules, and they'll pull together.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. They pull together. Good job. So my picture, I have a magnet north and south, and I have a nail being attracted to it, okay? All right, what about flexibility, Owen?
Like you can it can stretch kind of.
Stretch, okay. I can take stretch, or what's another word for it? Who said bend? Oh, you already got these candy. Yeah.
Bend.
All right, no, because we didn't raise our hand on that one. It was given away. All right, then conductivity. What does that mean? Gwen?
For somebody to take you somewhere.
No. Morgan?
Means maybe it's like when you steam something like smoke.
No. Elijah?
Like whenever you conduct something.
Don't use the word to tell me what it means. Trey?
When you build something.
No. Christian?
Like whenever something's like whenever you're making something or whatever.
No. Sydney?
Like whenever you heat something up.
Not quite.
What to say?
Okay, I'm going to tell you this answer, okay? Case, one more try.
Oh, like when you're trying to teach somebody how to do something.
No. No. All right, so I've got a picture of a tea kettle, all right? The heat from the burner is going through the tea kettle, and the steam is coming out. When energy or heat
I was thinking
goes through
pressure.
something, a kind of metal or something, listen to me, then that object is conductive. If heat can go through it, energy or cold can go through it, it's conductive. Kind of like a lightning rod, okay? Or when lightning hits water, is that a good thing? No, water is conductive. That electricity gets it, and that is not a good combination. You don't want to be in the water when it hits, because even if that lightning's a little far off, Are you gonna feel it?
Oh,
The
yeah.
water? Yeah, because it's conductive. Okay, it goes through it. Okay, so now you can close your journal and open up your workbook to page 8. Page 8. All right, now we are going to do an experiment or a lab, same thing. And I'm going to move the iPad to you guys.
Whoa.
This pocket thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm
Me.
she got stuck.
All right, can we see the items on there?
No.
No, not really.
All right, well, all right, Owen, sit down.
You can see ours.
Guys, I'm just going to have to edit the video and take everyone out.
There, you can see it.
Move it over this way
Okay,
a little
there we
bit.
go.
Back.
Okay. So on page 8, everybody open up page 8. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to be testing these properties. These are all properties of matter. Now, matter is what we're all made of. We're all made of matter. Okay? This desk is made of matter. This chair is made of matter. I'm made of matter. We're all made of matter. Okay? And we all have different properties. Now, I don't think any of us are magnetic. Okay? Right? But we're going to test those 4 properties today. Okay? So listen up. It says test matter's properties. Think about the egg cracking. You remember the egg cracking? For those of you that were here. The egg has many different properties. It's hard on the outside, soft and slimy on the inside. All matter has different properties based on how it interacts with other matter. Okay? So it's different. So your copper wire is going to have different properties than that rubber eraser. Okay? And don't touch anything because I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with the stuff. Now, and some of the materials I have to get out again. But you're going to use an acrylic rod. That's the...
Oh, I see magnet.
Tomorrow's September.
Okay.
9/11.
Hold on a second.
No, it's not. That was
Hold
the
on a
ninth.
second.
It happened on Saturday.
Does anyone have 2 acrylic rods? That's the long,
The clear.
Clear.
No, we don't. Oh, the hot ones.
yeah, looks like a hot glue stick. Does anyone have 2 of those?
No.
Jackson.
We have one.
Oh, never mind, here it is.
Put it down, put it down, put it down.
So here's the acrylic rod, looks like a hot glue stick. Okay, so you're gonna have that. Then you're gonna have a paper clip. I'm gonna give everyone a paper, well not everyone, every group a paper clip.
Oh, no.
You're also gonna have a rubber eraser. Jackson, and a rubber eraser. You are going to have a piece of aluminum foil. Luke, Aislinn. You're also going to have a copper wire. Now, this group up here, I ran out of copper wire. So whoever's at this group, you can just share with this group when it's time to use the copper wire. Okay? And you're also going to have a wooden toothpick. Okay, I'll have to pass those out to some. And you're going to have a magnet. Okay? And then a plastic bowl, which is going to have ice water in it. Okay? So now, knowing that those are the materials we have, we're going to make a prediction. Okay? So everybody look at page 8. Do you see where it says make a prediction? Okay? All right, point to it. On page 8, where does it say make a prediction? Okay? All right? So the first step in the scientific method is to what? No. Ask a question. What's the question?
How can we
How can we test the properties of matter? So your prediction is what you think. How are you going to test to see if that rubber eraser is reflective, magnetic, flexible, or conductive? How are you going to test to see if that aluminum foil is reflective, magnetic, flexible, conductive? How are you gonna test that copper wire? How are you gonna test that paper clip? How are you gonna test the acrylic rod? That's what we're doing. So go ahead, everybody, and make your prediction. How are you gonna test to see if those little items in front of you have those properties? Now, I will tell you this, you're not testing the magnet. The magnet is to be used to see if those other items are magnetic, okay? So you're not testing the magnet. So go ahead and write your prediction while I pass out some of the supplies that you need.
Wait, so what are all of
Here's stuff. How can we test properties of matter? How do you think we can do that? Write it down.
I don't know.
Use your brain, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, was there a big red dot somewhere on my nose right there?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Don't touch the materials yet. You're just writing your prediction.
I didn't know she used that.
Bless you. Like you can say, I think these materials are gonna be reflective. I think these materials are gonna be conductive, or I think these materials are gonna be flexible.
I thought it
Yes,
said-
Lou?
I thought it said how to test the water one. Yeah, it's how
Well,
we test them.
what do you think the water's gonna be used
I
for?
thought we were just saying how we would test them.
Ooh,
And, well, that too, yes. What do you think the water's gonna be used for, boys and girls?
To see if it
Float.
No.
Oh, if it's safe.
We've done that.
Very good. Christian and Candy.
No,
See if it's conductive.
What's
Good
conductive?
job.
I don't know what we're doing something for
Oh,
candy.
sorry, COVID break.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, well.
What's
Okay.
conductive?
What?
Oh, I thought that was money. I was like, why are you giving them money?
And make sure when you guys are doing an experiment, you let the video show.
Ice water. Ice.
Yeah, we have to like put it in front of you.
Okay, before we start, I'm going to go through each step with you in the experiment so that you can do this without me the whole time. And then eventually, as the year goes on, I want you guys to do the entire experiment without me. Now, Case and Morgan, I did not say to start, and you should not be touching anything in the middle of the table. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, it says to wear safety goggles, but I trust that you guys are not going to pick up a copper wire and jab yourself in the eye with it. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so step number one, and you guys can follow along with me. This is the exact experiment, and you can follow it step by step. Step number one, you're going to hold one end of each object, one at a time, not yet. We are just going through the directions,
I'm doing all of it.
one at a time in the ice water for 30 seconds. Did the end you were holding get cold? Record the results in the data record table page. Now, do you guys see the chart on page 9?
Yeah.
That's where you're going to write yes or no, right, Ken? You're going to write yes or no next to each thing if it bends, if it's shiny, stuff like that. So when you're holding something in the water for 30 seconds, you can just hold it straight in like this. Don't get your fingers wet, because then of course your fingers are going to feel cold if they're in the ice water. So don't get your fingers wet. Just hold on to the item for 30 seconds and see if it gets cold. Okay? And if it does, you're going to write yes. Okay?
It's like
So
your hand
when you're
inside
done,
your face when
when
it's
you're
like
done
that.
with the aluminum foil testing that, you'll do the same thing with the toothpick. Does it get cold? The acrylic rod. Put 30 seconds. Does it get cold? Now, the eraser is really small. In my last group, they kept touching the water. Don't touch the water with your fingers. Keep it in the water, but hold it to where your fingers don't get wet. And then hold it for 30 seconds. See if you get cold. See if you can feel it.
Always wet.
Okay? Then, step number 2. Then you're going to pick up each object and gently try to bend it. Keyword is gently. Okay? Of course, it is okay. I'm not worried about the paper clip or the toothpick or the aluminum foil because I've got more of those on hand. Then, step number 3. Touch the magnet to each object. Did it stick? Step number 4. Hold each object under a light. Is it shiny? Step number 5, and listen carefully because my last group did not listen to this part. Leave the last column in the record data table empty for now. You will be revisiting this activity later in the lesson. Okay, so now, if I show you the table, here's what it looks like. And I'm going to go through this again, so you know exactly what to do. So you'll take your acrylic rod, hold it in the water for 30 seconds. Did it get cold? You'll write yes or no. No check marks and no X's. Okay, then you'll take the paper clip, hold it in the water for 30 seconds. Did it get cold? Yes or no? Do you understand what you're going to do? Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to let you guys do this. Trey?
When are you gonna make pancakes?
Okay, don't ask me that question, honey, okay? That's going to be at the very end of the unit. That's what this whole unit is about. And then our final project is making pancakes, okay? Because you can't do that until you know how all this other stuff works together. Okay, so that's not till the very end of the unit.
Do you think pancakes?
Okay, now, one more question about it, and we're not going to make them. Okay? We are going to make them, and I will tell you more about it when the time comes. Okay? We're on this lesson today. All right? One lesson at a time. Okay, now, we need some people at this table. So, Cooper, come sit here. Morgan, come sit here. Christian, go sit by Luke. Actually, Morgan, stay there. Stay there. I need moving people in the center. Logan, come sit here. Sydney, come join Gentry's group. Gwen, go join Riley and Ethan's group. And you can make sure you take your books with you because you need them to record in. So Logan, you need your books. Aubrey, or not Aubrey, Lydia, join Aubrey's group. Trinity,
Logan sitting here.
join.
Logan sitting here.
You can go sit here.
Trinity, join Aubrey's group too. And Owen, oh wait, no, wait a minute, I forgot I have a table set up here. I totally forgot.
You want me to go?
No, you're fine.
I'm tired.
Trinity, come here. Owen, come here. Lydia, come here. And Gwen, come here.
Okay, stop moving it.
Okay, perfect.
All
Casey,
right.
looking at.
Does everyone understand what to do? Okay, now those of you by the iPad, Logan and Jackson, remember, you've got an iPad there listening to you. Make sure you are showing the iPad what's going on, and you're telling what's going on, okay?
It's gonna be on YouTube.
All right, you may begin.
I'm going.
I'm doing this one.
I dropped it.
And I'm doing these two. And this. No, you can have 3.
And you can each try everything.
Oh, we can each try everything. Okay, I'm trying to do this.
Alright. Is it cold?
30 seconds, you need that clock. Come on.
Okay.
Is it cold?
I'm just this
You
one.
can each try it.
Okay, it's north.
Is it getting cold?
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Your cast hurts. Like a lot.
I know it's a solid. Okay, feel it. Oh, yes, it's cold.
Okay, now let's test it. Then we'll get stuck there.
Yeah.
You gonna try south?
Doesn't work on magnets.
Okay, that's good enough. It's good enough. Low up. Nice. Okay.
No.
A little bit
Could we
of
bend
foil. Is it cold? Wait, is it cold?
Oh.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Can we bend it? Yes. I think we. Got water on it.
Doesn't
Where's the magnet at?
No. Is it shiny? Here, I'll shine my eye on
Does
it.
it stick to it?
Here, I'll shine heaven on it. Everyone, don't have.
Do you not see that shine?
I see the shine.
It shines.
And you can all test each property of it.
Okay, so let's do this next. We're all doing it at the. We're all doing
It
it.
is not reflective. It is not reflective.
Are you sure?
Do you not see that? Look.
No, put it over the water.
Is it shiny?
Yes.
Yes.
You literally can see the water. You're going like this. Obviously, you're not going to see the water.
What's the last part say?
Now shine it on
Leave
this.
the last column empty for now.
And that's why, of course. Okay, yes. It is reflective. Leave that column.
Jackson.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
gonna do
Jackson,
this.
you're a bad boy.
And
I'm doing this.
No, I already called doing it.
Jackson called it.
I called it. Please.
Jackson, look, I'm so strong.
It's already pre-broken.
No, I wasn't. I'll do it to another pencil.
No, I'll do this one. I'm doing paper clip.
Hey, I'll
I'm
bring
doing
somebody else's pencil.
1, 2, 3. You have to wait for 30 seconds.
30?
7, 8.
That's too long. That's way too long. Dogs.
16, 17, 18.
Do you feel it getting cold?
I can't feel it. I'm not touching the water or it.
Oh no, you are. You are.
9, 30.
Oh, I just gotta chill at my spine.
30.
I just gotta chill at my spine at the end. That is freezing.
Let me feel it.
No, it isn't.
Did it cold? Yes.
Freezing. Not that.
Could you bend it? Yeah, we can bend it.
It's kind of cold.
Logan can't bend it. Stop bending it.
Is it shiny? It's really easy to bend.
Did it stick to the magnet? Magnet.
It does stick to
Magnet
the
me.
Look, try it.
Magnet me. Yes, magnet. I wanna do it. I wanna do it though.
Let me feel the poop clock.
I got a Minecraft
Let me
pickaxe.
feel the poop clock.
It's not cold anymore.
It's not cold.
It was a second ago. Throw it to me. I caught it. Okay, the yes.
Is it shiny? Yes, it is shiny.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay, rubbery right.
No, this.
That's a full yes.
Okay, where is the magnet? Give me it. I don't hold it.
Somebody give me the eraser.
Minecraft. Here was Minecraft. Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
We should definitely stop.
Everybody feel it.
Oh, that's cold.
Sure, definitely.
Can we bend it?
I could probably bend it.
Or can't.
You're not breaking it.
Oh, I can't break it. Wait, have we done the eraser? Heck no.
No, we cannot. The magnet stick to it.
No.
Wait.
I said shiny. You can see it through it.
So it's no.
It's just really blurry glass.
No, it's not.
Oh, man.
Alright, I'm
Yes.
doing this thing.
The copper rod. Okay, he's gonna do copper rod.
Now the eraser.
Minecraft.
Oh, it's so cold.
My iron pickaxe is unstoppable. I can. Look, Owen. Owen, my iron pickaxe is unstoppable. My iron pickaxe is unstoppable.
Do you feel it getting cold, Logan?
I think with the paperclip, I can feel. I gotta chill at my spine right in the middle. And it hurt, kind of.
It is.
So yes?
I don't really think the
So
paper
remember,
clip got cold.
you're not, don't worry about the part that's touching the water. Obviously, that's gonna get cold. You're just holding in the water. The part you're holding, does it get cold?
Oh no.
Okay? That's what matters.
Okay, then all of the no.
The paperclip did it got cold. It got cold when I was holding it. I had to chill up my spine.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It hurt actually. It's like a little freezy thing about like.
Have you ever drank an icy so fast your brain starts working?
Oh, have you ever
Yes.
been so warm and then it's like, whenever you go to bed, whenever you get warm and then you wake up and then have a cold drink, do you ever feel it?
Like, yes.
Okay, so this is what I'm like during during the winter. I can finally go to sleep without burning alive. If I leave these blankets in the morning, if I leave these blankets, I'll freeze to death instantly.
Does it do it? Is it stick to it?
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Try north. Try north. You bowling.
Oh, hey guys, it's Jackson here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No.
No, my son.
He's just peeing on the water. And then he pooped. Look at all these poops. You're being recorded.
Is this cold? No.
Everybody's just gonna laugh just a little bit.
Should I throw this in there?
Right.
Earth?
Your mom.
Brody, what's up, my guy?
Oh, it's been going for 25 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Are you done with the aluminum foil?
My name's Jeff.
That's been 30 minutes. 30 seconds.
It has been 30 minutes. It did not get cold.
Oh my gosh. Feel the cold in though. Oh my. The rice got cold on the cold end.
This one's all nose.
Okay, let's see. Is it shiny?
No. Wait, can we bend it? No. Actually, yeah, we could.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I could probably
four
break it
more
in
minutes. About 4 more
Just
minutes.
stick to the magnet. No.
Toothpick.
Timely. Our time. Wait. What? Wait. Could we bend? Could we bend the copper wire? Yeah. Pretty easily. Miss Mansfield, does this count as bending? Wait, the copper shiny?
Show him the video.
Yeah.
Show him that it's bending.
Can I send a cast?
No.
Sorry.
Catch a football pass from Patrick Mahomes. Then heck yeah.
What? Okay, I forgot to show the whole camera the whole entire time. Besides whatever.
You sign on that.
Mom?
Right, you sign on the side, Jackson.
Can I sign it like right in this area?
No, you sign by Jackson.
How come? Who's that?
That's Gabriel.
Who's that?
Oh my goodness, that's Luke.
How come you have to do it better?
Oh no, Luke is on the side. You're gonna be on the side right there.
I'll be right here.
Cause that's where.
Can I be in the center?
No, that's where Barrett's going.
Can I be right here?
Nope, that's where Cason's going.
Right here?
Nope, that's where Rollins going.
Right here.
Maybe. So yes.
But Jackson Schroeder all the way
No,
around.
you put J. You put J-Dog.
No, this is a bad name. Wait a minute. Can we dog water, kid? Can we dog water?
It's not
No, I called you dog. No, these
Are we like not gonna do it anymore?
Dog water so free or so free? Box
No,
of fish,
no.
box of fish, but you're boxing
Not
of
gonna do it
fish.
anymore?
You were boxing of fish.
Hey, these are Fortnite kids versus Call of Duty kids. Fortnite kids, you're so dog water. Call of Duty, you're so good.
Did it get cold?
I mean, I am the COD warrior.
I'm not allowed to play COD, but I really want to
But
try
you're
that.
allowed to play Mortal Kombat?
I'm not allowed to play Mortal Kombat. I've never played that. in my
All
life.
right, boys and girls.
I broke the toothpick.
Okay, wrap it up
could have
and
done
go back.
Wait,
All right,
was it cold?
everybody go back to your seats.
Lola, the next class is
Go
to
back to
this.
your seats.
Are you Lola Bunny?
Hey, leave.
Take your workbook with
Wait.
you.
Wait, she's Lola Bunny?
All right, so let's come together and. That's okay. All right.
Stop mine too.
All right, guys. Let's see what you came up with. Okay. So you were supposed to leave the last column blank. Here we go. So the acrylic rod. Hopefully, we all have similar answers. Okay. Did the acrylic rod get cold?
No.
Could you bend it?
No.
Did the magnet stick to it?
No.
Is it shiny?
No.
So, in other words, what property does the acrylic rod have? Which one of these? Gentry? Reflectivity. So write that down in the last column. The acrylic rod is showing reflectivity. Okay? On to the paper clip. Did it get cold?
No.
Could you bend it?
Yes.
Did the magnet stick to it?
Yes.
Is it shiny?
Yes.
What property does it have?
Magnetism.
Yes, and actually you should have had yes on all of those. And so you can put all properties. You don't even have to write them all. You can just write the word all. It should have. It should have.
It didn't.
Because it's a type of metal.
I kind of chilled my spine when I did it.
Yeah, it should have. But now that's the thing though, Morgan. That's a good point. Because that's the thing with science. It doesn't always turn out the same for everybody, you know? And some people might feel it better than others. So that's the thing about science. That's why people do tests after test after test after test. Okay, rubber eraser.
No.
Did it get cold?
No.
Could you bend it?
Yes.
Did a magnet stick to it?
No.
Is it shiny?
No.
So what property does it have?
Flexibility.
Flexibility. That's right. Flexibility. That's its property. What about the aluminum foil? Did it get cold?
Yes.
Should have. Could you bend it?
Yes.
Yes. Did a magnet stick to it?
No.
Is it shiny?
Yes.
So you could say it has all but magnetism. Now, if you couldn't feel the conductivity, then you wouldn't put that, okay? Like I said, everyone's little experiment might be a little different. That's the thing about experiments. I won't grade you on your outcome because everyone's outcome might be a little different. So I can't really grade that. What I can grade when you do an experiment is, are you following the steps in the scientific method? I can grade that, but I'm not going to grade your outcome because it might be different. All right, and then what about the copper wire? Did it get cold?
Yes.
Can you bend it?
Yes.
Did a magnet stick to it?
No.
Is it shiny?
Yes.
So, what would you say?
All of them.
All of them except magnetism. And then the wooden toothpick. Did it get cold?
No.
Could you bend it?
Yes.
Actually, no. It broke.
It did?
So yeah, it
I
did.
knew
Mine
it.
broke.
Okay.
Well, we bent it after whatever.
Yeah, I would say no, because it breaks when you try to bend it.
I mean,
too
I
much.
bent it a little bit and then it snapped.
Yeah, exactly. Did it stick to a magnet?
No.
Is it shiny?
No.
So really,
I put none.
yeah, I would say none. Although, technically, everything has different properties. Even that toothpick has some kind of property. I can describe it somehow. That you could say it's flammable. It'll burn easily. Okay. It's kind of, yeah, it's pointy. Yeah. So you can always describe something. Now, look around the room. Do you see items in the classroom that have those properties? Okay. What do you see in the room that is reflective? Lola, what's reflective?
The lights. No. The window.
The window. Yeah. The easel. What else, Aislinn? A microwave. Yeah, Aislinn. I mean, Gwen. Oh, yep, the little meteors I have hanging from the ceiling. Luke? The TV, yes. Sydney?
Your iPad.
My iPad, that's right. Gentry?
The table.
The table. What about the floor? Yeah? Gabriel? Coffee pot. Yes, okay, what about, do you see anything in here that is magnetic? Christian?
The paperclip.
Yep, the paperclip, absolutely. My whiteboard. It's magnetic.
Yep.
Yes, Eli?
A magnet.
A magnet, that's right. Kate?
The outside of the boards.
outside of the court?
No, the board, like the frame of the manual.
Oh, actually, no, those are not magnetic. I've tested it.
Are they
Watch.
aluminum?
Yeah, I think they're aluminum.
Look.
Because,
Wow.
Christian, isn't this? Yeah, this is.
yep, not magnetic.
Hey, this is
Okay. That is, okay, magnetic. All right, what about flexibility?
Wait,
What do you
stop.
see here?
Nope.
That's
You can't put that in there.
flexible. Trig? All right, sit down, guys. The what things? I don't know what you're pointing at.
banner, the reading banner.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Gabriel? Flexible? Yeah, not flexible. Oh, the flag, yeah, it is. Aislinn?
Our bodies.
Our bodies are flexible, yeah, Luke?
All the paper. Yes.
Paper, yes, or my cactus?
And that
Okay,
paper clip.
okay, what about conductive? Do you
Chairs
guys
are
see
flexible.
anything in here that's conductive?
The sink.
The sink, yeah. What about a coffee pot?
Microwave.
Yeah.
Microwave.
Well, the microwave's not really conductive.
Um,
Well, I guess maybe on the inside it is, yeah. Morgan? Yes. Alright, now, the reason I'm asking you guys that is because later on in this lesson, I'm gonna have you do an activity with your iPads at home, and you're gonna be making a little video about things that are reflective, conductive, magnetic, flexible. Okay? Now, not today. We'll talk about it later. Okay, so now, look at number 6, boys and girls, on page 9. Look at number 6. Compare your results with your classmates. Would you expect to have similar results by following the same procedure? Yes, so everybody, get out your pencil, and I'm gonna type this with you. Okay, let me get this in bold letters so you can see it. All right, we'll put it down. Okay, so we're gonna wrap. Yes, I would expect similar results because why? Why would you expect us all to have similar results? Trig?
Because you're using the same steps.
Yeah. We all tested the same things and used the same steps. Okay, because we tested the same things and used the same steps. Now, that's the kind of answer, boys and girls, that I expect when you're asked a question. I just wrapped, I restated, I answered, and I proved what I was trying to say. I would expect similar results because we tested the same things and used the same steps. And then the last part is all for you. You gotta answer it without me, and this is your baby. Because it says, did your results support your prediction? Okay, so did what happened in the chart, did that support what you predicted you were going to do? If it did, say yes. If it didn't, say no. It actually tells you to explain, but I don't really know what you're going to explain there.
So it's right, yes or no?
Yeah, you can just write yes or no.
I wrote yes